just did my first live show, probably my last live show. It's not for me. All the nerves, and of course, my kids right before caused so much chaos. And my fears of nobody showing up for me are crippling. And I don't know that I can do that yet. I'm definitely stronger than I was when I started this journey, but I'm still scared because I've never mattered. And I know how that sounds. And I know some people would hear that and argue it. But when it comes to showing up for Telitha, that's not something that happens often. And so I don't really put myself out there. Today was a test. It's the only reason I did it, to test myself. And although I had some friends show up, and I am so grateful, people commenting, watching, the people that I really wanted to be there weren't. And that's okay. It really is. But I get to process through these emotions now. And I don't necessarily know how to do that. I'm still learning. But I truly am appreciative of where I am right now. I took a huge leap of faith. And for the first time, I put myself first. Really first. And not in a selfish way. Just in a I deserve to be happy kind of way. Sometimes it doesn't feel that the world wants me to be happy, though. I've been tested a lot this week. I was ready to give up on a friendship. I was ready to walk away from everything. Because it's easier to be scared than it is to fight sometimes, and I am exhausted. And I don't like to share my struggles because everybody's got it rough. But it's easy to feel that life isn't fair. And so today, I challenged myself. And nobody knows to the extent. It's scary being me. People think I'm naive, which they can be right. But I honestly just want to give the world the love that I never got. I figure that's the way that I can balance the scale. Is if I give it to other people. then the love that I didn't get will kind of work itself out. I'm not looking for it back. I'm not looking for any kind of return on what I'm doing. This is just my way of filling my cup. Because my life has been very hard. And I haven't had a lot of people there that understood me. Or they were just there to get what they needed from me. And that's okay. Everybody has a purpose, and my purpose is to be a light, to be assisting when I can be, to see people when they can't be seen. That's what I want to do. Am I going to be great at it? Nope. There's going to be a lot more days that I don't want to get in front of this camera. And then there's going to be that I want to. Because every day I wake up is different. Every day's a struggle. I don't take anything for granted, though. I am so blessed. But I'm scared. I'm scared of letting people down. I'm scared that my kids are going to be disappointed in me. I'm afraid that I'm not going to know who I am anymore. Because I've spent my whole life being what everybody else wanted me to be. But I don't hold anybody accountable. I'm working through it now. And this is the real reason I'm doing this podcast. That and maybe my large social footprint, somebody's going to see it. And they're going to know my twins. And they're going to see that I'm a good person now. And I'm going to see my voice this side of the earth. I'm going to cry a lot. Because I hurt a lot. I miss my best friend so much. But I know that it's not about me. And sometimes we have to do the hardest things for the people we love. So if you do listen to my podcast and you hear my interviews and you hear me having these conversations, that's just me finding ways not to be alone. Trying to find some common ground in a world I feel like I've never belonged in. The last couple of days have been really hard for me. I've been in a really bad emotional place. I've got an amazing support system. I've got somebody who completely understands me, so I'm not alone. But you just don't want to keep sharing your burden with other people because you don't want them to get tired of you. And that's what people do to me. They get tired of me because I always have some kind of issue. I'm emotional. A natural born empath. And a lot of times, I don't don't know what I'm feeling because it's not mine. But how do you explain that to people? I myself have a scientific brain. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I live in constant conflict because what I'm feeling doesn't make any sense. So I'm going crazy, but I'm not going crazy. It is the worst circle of fuck that I could ever be in. I'm so scared. I took all of my savings and invested it in other people after I quit my job because I'm smart. That's what smart people do, right? They don't save their money. No, God no. They invest it because that's what God is telling them to do. God's spirit, however it resonates. I'm being led to do something and it goes against everything that I've ever been taught. Why? This is Telitha, the real me. The me that sits by herself the majority of the time because I don't know how to be normal. I don't know how to have normal conversations. I don't know how to not pick up on people's emotions. I don't know how to not see what it is that people don't want me to see and not talk about it. That's what I've been told. Just because you see it doesn't mean you need to speak on it. But then that goes against who I am. Because I want to help. I want to love. I want to see people that can't see themselves because I was invisible for so long. And it is so lonely. And that darkness is so evil. If it wasn't for the anchors that I found and my sorority sister, Divine Wisdom, Ambassador, Lucky, my friends, my real friends, the ones who run towards me when I'm in these emotions and not away from me. But that's a complicated thing for somebody to do. Because barometric pressure changes can cause me to become emotional. Everything can cause me to be emotional. My daughter's father has cancer, stage 4. And I'm doing this for him too. So he knows that I've got all of our kids. My ex passed away. And so I did a donation in his name because I miss him so much. But he's with our daughter. So that gives me comfort. Another friend was taken by force. I'm an ugly crier. I've processed a lot of my traumas by myself because of the way that I need to process them. I need a free space. And I met that last year. And that's what really started my healing journey. The biggest part of my healing journey. And it was caused by the worst heartbreak that I've ever experienced. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I get to talk about that with my friend Eric because I need an anchor to share my story. Because I'll get lost in the darkness. Because it's so easy for me to. I don't mean to be the way that I am. I don't. I just want to be normal. I don't want to feel people's feelings. I don't want to care. I want to be stingy and selfish. But that's not my goal. Wrong word. That is not what I was chosen for. So many things. I don't blame anybody for anything that's ever happened to me. I appreciate everything that I've been through because it made me better. I'm trying to be better. I'm being a better mom. My kids, my boys, I've never really met them. And I just wanted to be a boy mom so bad. But it's okay. They were 3 months early, and I couldn't have taken care of them. I was 19. But I did take a lot of that pain with me. And my daughters paid the price. And I raised them caring more about men than I did them. I cared about making other people happy while they took advantage of me. And my kids paid the price. And I will spend forever apologizing for that. But my daughters love me, and I know they do. And they ride tough for me. But I am trying to make that up to them. I don't have my shit together. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in an arena of people, and I'm saying, hey, here I am. But who am I? I don't know. It's okay to be vulnerable. We don't have to do it with everybody like I do. It's okay to have pity parties, to wallow in everything that's going wrong in your life. We're allowed to have those moments. I want to have more of those moments with people that love me, though. Maybe that's why I'm doing this podcast. So somebody will love me. For real. And work to be in my life. And I won't have to fight so hard to keep them. this was definitely not what I intended. I knew I'd been emotional. I knew that I've had a really bad couple of days and I've been silent and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I have a lot on my plate. And I know it'll all work out. I have a strong, undeniable faith. But what happens in those moments when I need somebody to hold me and there's nobody here? Those moments where I just want to be small and not have responsibility and not be a mom and not be anything other than a woman who's trying to figure her shit out. I don't get that though. I don't get that.
It's okay. You can still be on the meeting. That's okay.
Where do you go?
Can I have some juice, Mommy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Who do you call? When everybody else has problems too. And you don't want to be a burden. You don't. You internalize it. You decompartmentalize it. And you just get over it. Because that's all life gives us time to do. But that's not the truth. None of it is true. So, this is Telitha, Unhinged. I'm a broken mess. A perfect reflection of imperfection. I'm just looking for love, the same as everybody else. And since I'm just now starting to understand what that word is, I'm just looking to share it with others. If I can love others, then maybe I can get love. It doesn't have to be direct. I get to watch my joy is in the way people's faces light up. When I do something that makes them really happy, that's what I hold on to. That's my superpower. So if there's any ulterior motive in what I'm doing, that's it. I want to give others the love that I never got. It's not a pity party, and that's not a ploy for anybody to feel bad for me. Because again, I'm very blessed. I just am not going to wait around anymore. I did it for 34 years. I don't know what else I can give. I don't know what I'm doing. I may never know what I'm doing. I can just guarantee you that whatever it is, it's for the right reason. That I don't probably even have any idea on. Everybody that comes into my life is very intentional. Some people get the moniker where I put my around a nickname. My Buka, my prince, my demon, my blue flame. And it's because they're significant to my story. I don't know why. But I guess that's not for me to know yet. There'll probably be a lot of these unhinged episodes. Like I said, I'm going through healing.
I need ice for a miracle, Mommy.
And every day is a battle for me. I'm alone majority of the time. Misunderstood all of the time. I just want a hug. The kind that just kind of squeezes you and it just releases that bubble of stress that meditation and prayer can't reach. Community is very important to me. People are very important to me. So anything that I do will always be a human element involved. I have a purpose. I don't know what it is, but it's here. I'm here. And I just want to be a good person. If you stayed this entire time, thank you. And thank you so much for waking up today. I love you. And be nice. It's easy.